Just leave them alone.
No.
They're prehistoric creatures, for crying out loud. If I had invested all of that money into crypto, I'd be a multi-millionaire.
Cleaning.
They left the door open.
Even
And I
worse.
just thought I could come in. More than a few of those who were like, "Hey, you want to smoke?" I'm like, "Sure, I'll take a
side
puff."
hustle.
By the way, I'm gonna take that clip and send it to
Nice.
hundreds of my friends.
Sorry, that's one of our...
There's hotness, fire.
The guy passes away.
Welcome to Amigos PC. If you were looking for a podcast with high standards and an appreciation for the finer things in life, like water polo, ballet, equestrian riding, cricket, and trips to the countryside, you're in the wrong place. If you're looking for a podcast that celebrates drinking, random thoughts, wacky conspiracies, memes, crypto, cinema, and a lot of other things that don't really make any sense, then you're in the right place. This is Amigos PC, and here are your hosts, Scott and Mark.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! You're hearing this for a reason. You haven't subscribed to the Amigos membership on Super Cash yet. For as little as $5, you can get access to our feed with no ads, and exclusive membership discounts and merch.
Jump up to our $30 tier and get everything plus direct access to us via our Discord channel, live Amigo AMAs, quarterly giveaways, and crypto merch. For $1 a day or less, you can support an Amigo out.
The Amigos back at it again. Today we have Florida comedian and podcast host Jeff Macolino from the Jeff Macolino Podcast. I actually happened to be on his podcast not that long ago. Thought I'd return the favor, have him on. He does stand-up comedy too, so I wanted to pick his brain a little bit about comedy, especially being in Florida, in the lunatics that we call Florida man. So Jeff, how you been, man?
I've been great, man. Living in Florida's paradise. It gets such a bad rap. I'm happy to be Florida man.
Well, I wasn't necessarily calling you Florida man, but for sure there are
awesome.
Man-eating people there and all sorts of other things. I think that's just the only one that I always default to because that happened so long ago, but it can be crazy there.
Well, bottom line is, at some point,
Sure
I'm
happens
going to do
often,
something stupid
actually.
that's going to be newsworthy, and the headline's going to say Florida man.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
And please have that shirt
Well,
when you do it.
maybe this should be the
You
Florida
have to.
tuxedo.
You have to have the tuxedo
It's too
t-shirt.
hot here
Oh.
to wear a full tuxedo.
Yeah, it should. Yeah. Like every yeah, for real. That should be the given
Short
one.
sleeves, you know, lets you
I agree.
breathe, you know, but
100%.
also super classy, black tie,
Uh-huh.
appropriate-ish.
Yeah. Or even like all the inmate photos, or like the jail, like right when they go in for their mugshots,
That would,
they all have to wear that. Oh, it's
by
Florida.
the way, I'm
because they know. Or the jumpsuits, all the onesies that they wear,
no,
or
I'm
whatever that's
going to
called,
the governor,
the whole
and I'm
jumpsuits, or
recommending that
those.
be the new prison suit. At least
Yeah.
for the you know,
Yeah, you should, yeah,
check-in
yeah.
photo.
I think you'll.
Yeah. It should be like a light
for the
blue
good
too,
townies.
just so it's like a Dumb and Dumber
Or
feel.
whatever.
Oh, do you think they'd give us a top hat too? Maybe.
Oh,
to put
I
on?
like that.
Ooh.
Yeah. Just if you're a good criminal.
Maybe the good ones
The white collar crimes.
for good behavior.
That's the issue I have with
Good
Florida
behavior.
man, though, is like I was born and
Yeah.
raised in Florida. Now, St. Petersburg, Florida is not maybe the traditional Florida man venue, but if you guys move down to Florida
Yeah.
for a month and commit some stupid crime, the headline's going to say Florida man. It's not going to say, you know, these out-of-towners came to Florida. No, it's going to say Florida man.
True.
Yeah. Arizona man in lieu of Florida. Yeah, that's not gonna. It doesn't sound as good.
Yeah, Arizona man happens sometimes, and I'm in Tennessee, so I'm pretty close to you. So, sort of, I could throw rocks,
What are you, Thor?
maybe hit you. I don't know, but it's
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I'm saying like
You're
statewide.
within a day's driving.
That's how close.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Because it's weird to me. I still feel like I live in Arizona, after moving. It's been here 8 months now or so. No, 6 months, 7 months, but I still feel like I'm on the West Coast. It's weird to think that I'm over here and so much closer to
Tennessee seems like, from an outsider's perspective, it seems like it's becoming more like Central Florida, where it's in the southeast, but it's kind of not really all that southeastern. I don't know. It seems that way from an outsider's perspective.
Yeah. It's booming out here. There are so many people that are coming here. It's crazy. Which obviously I'm one of them, so I can't really say I'm like these damn people keep coming.
Don't
here.
you Arizona my Tennessee?
I'm one of those
Tennessee
people,
man over here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's basically
So
basically.
how's the podcast going, dude?
It's going pretty well. It's funny. I started the podcast. I actually, the whole reason I got into really stand up and the podcast was because I wanted to write screenplays. And I love dark comedy, so I'm writing these dark comedy screenplays. And it turns out they were very dark, but they didn't have a lot of comedy in them. So my solution was send a bunch of...
Nice.
At times...
Those are the best kind of dark comedies, honestly. Because then you don't know... See, you're actually
well, I've made the case
comedy
that
genius.
Breaking
You just
Bad
don't even
is
know
the
it
greatest
yet.
Comedy show of all time. Well, it's very dark, but
please,
it's
explain.
funny, and it's such a happy ending.
But it's a happy ending.
But most of the actors in that show are comedians and comedic actors who just kind of shifted. I mean, Bryan Cranston, up until that point, was a character actor on sitcoms. Malcolm in the Middle. He was, Watley on Seinfeld. He was on King of Queens. And they've got Bob Odenkirk, obviously, very, very much a comedic actor. And they all kind of just shifted into drama. And there's a lot of funny parts in there. A lot of them from Bob Odenkirk, but there's a lot of humor in there. It's just in a very serious, context. A lot of meth. Yeah, it's
just a different
your
camera
next door
lens.
neighbor in Arizona, right? New Mexico.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah,
New Mexico for sure.
Yeah, market.
Such a shithole.
But I'm writing these screenplays. I'm like,
It is.
I got the
drive
dark
through it.
down, but I didn't laugh at all reading my own comedy. So I emailed a bunch of comedians. I'm like, hey, what do you have any recommendations for me? And they all said, start doing stand-up. And most of them said, start doing a podcast. Because they're like, just get in front of a microphone and talk. And survivor instinct, you will have to find something humorous or you will die. And then you can find your voice and you can kind of translate that into the writing. So that's the only reason I started a podcast, the only reason I started doing stand-up.
Nice.
And it's fun. They're both fun. I would say stand-up is fun, like, after you get off stage and you're like, whew, I survived and a few people laughed at me. Podcasting, you get to meet really interesting people. And I've gone the route of just, I try to talk to as many different people in different walks of life and different areas of expertise as possible. And sometimes just people who, we're just going to just talk and see where the conversation goes. So no, it's been fun.
Yeah.
And I think it has actually helped my writing too, because eventually you got to find something funny or it's just going to be, you're going to die.
Have you thought about just making it a drama or like something just dark in that aspect? You know what I mean? Like if you're like, all right, nothing, the comedy's not there. I'm just going to roll with the sadness.
I did actually start something new that is not funny at all, and I'm not trying to make it funny. But not really dark. I don't really know how to describe it. But yeah, I've kind of opened myself up to that also, because part of me, I've come to realize part of it is just make connections, do things that you like doing. If you're drawn to do something, drawn to write something, just do it. If you're and I think podcasting, part of the thing that I love is made a lot of connections with people where it's like, all right, well now I can pick someone's brain about this or that. Now I don't need to be pigeonholed into a specific thing. I can go outside of my comfort zone and just, see what happens. The world is full of possibilities.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, yeah, exactly.
Especially in Florida.
No, we have the same experiences. Podcasting, I think, is great. If we didn't have podcasting, especially with what we're doing in crypto, I don't think that we would be where we're at with what's going on. So podcasting has opened, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because we met
and
interesting people.
It's
right?
opened new doors, that you didn't think would be open. We've been trying like hell to like really monetize the show. Like, we make money here and there, things like that. And the show's going, good. It makes some revenue. But we thought, okay, this year we're gonna, do things a little different. Try to get more revenue, out of the actual podcast itself. And next thing you know, we're like building a full blown mine, crypto, and we're like, well, if we didn't have a podcast, that wouldn't have happened. So it's just like a lot of different things. Your path, doing this, you never know where it's gonna take you. Is basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, and I've almost completely changed kind of a weird inside conversation that I guess will be outside now, but I wanted to just do, as far as my like stand-up goals, it was like, I'd just like to have it in the pocket. I don't want to travel the country. I'm divorced, I've got 2 kids 51% of the time. Traveling the country, and I kept the house too.
Nice. You won that battle. Nice.
I won it.
51%. I mean, that's good.
I should probably be a divorce attorney.
Wow. Nice. You know why?
I think it's just because she wanted out that much
that
more.
Shirt. Oh.
Like, just give him everything.
See,
give
there's
him
your
whatever
dark
he
comedy
wants.
right there.
Give him what he wants, just make it end.
Yeah, just
Really
Just
selling
leave-
it for the
leave me
bachelorettes
out
that are
of this.
listening right now.
Yeah, hey, single ladies. I got my tuxedo
I
T-shirt.
know.
We can go clubbing at any time in Florida. Just, you don't have to wear a mask.
Oh,
down
yeah.
there.
Yep. Or come down to Nashville. You get all the fallen off ones that
yeah.
are trying to go for their bachelorette parties.
But in
I found that out
what
here,
we were
that's
talking about,
a thing.
I kind of have changed my goals with stand-up because I kind of just wanted to have it in the back pocket, and I've talked to a lot of like mental health people, and not to get too serious, but like I came close to committing suicide twice in my life, and I can joke about it, but obviously it's not a joking matter. But I've talked to a guy who is a suicide prevention speaker. I've talked to other mental health people, and afterwards they're all like, dude, there's a niche where you can bring your humor and talk about a really serious topic and just, clean up the comedy. You can do corporate gigs. You can do a lot of serious things. You can be the fat alcoholic motivational speaker who talks about not killing yourself. And it's like, you know what, so through that, it's like, I found a niche. I don't need to just be another alcoholic stand-up who can do 5 minutes about, having a small dick and drinking too much. I can actually maybe do something important. So, but that was only because of random people I've interacted with through the podcast that this even entered my head. So it is really, I can't say enough about what podcasting and branching out and talking to different people has done for me, it just as far as figuring out my own path. So I can't say enough about how much it's meant.
Have you started doing anything that's like kind of put you on to doing like a corporate gig or anything like that?
I've started to try to focus a little bit more on the writing of things lately, because corporate gigs, first of all, a lot of it's clean comedy, which...
Oh, yeah.
The funny thing with me is, at open mics, I'm usually the cleanest comic, but I'm not corporate clean. So I don't go out of my way, I don't curse a lot. not for any, moral reasons. It's just I don't find it funny if you cuss too much. Right, you don't try too hard, and that way, if you do, it actually means something. If you say a naughty word. I don't talk about sex very much because I don't have sex all that much, so I don't have much to talk about, right?
In Florida, of all places, not having any sex.
Well, I didn't say
both married. We get
sex.
it.
I just said nothing.
Okay, I took it too far. Sorry.
Okay, just.
Well, look,
just
the one thing that the pandemic has done to me is I swore off strip clubs forever when it started, because I'm like, look, I'm okay if I get COVID, and I have gotten COVID, but I'm okay if I get COVID. But if I get it after going to a strip club, that's just the worst. Like, there's like, I feel like it's a dirtier
like a dirtier version.
Like,
you think?
There was no need for that.
Yeah.
Like, if I gotta.
Yeah. Like,
I get it going to Publix.
Seedy
that's
underworld
fine.
strand.
I'm buying groceries. I get it because I'm.
Yeah. And they're so friendly in there, so that'd be even weirder.
Yeah.
Publix, they try
There's
to.
a little
they
less
try
nudity
to
at
That's
Publix
weird
than most
there,
strip clubs.
when I get
but
it.
More booze.
It's tiny.
Just a little.
Tiny bit.
Little.
Jeff Macolino got
That is
the
right, yeah.
Dynasty strain.
Oh, I like it. That's what that should be called.
The champagne room.
Or the back room.
Ah.
The back room strain.
The champagne variant.
Champagne room. Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming out.
No,
of
that's
Florida.
coming next.
how did he get it? In a strip club.
That's the next one. Strip club. Oh,
Yeah.
I knew we should have closed
Yeah,
those.
no,
We should have kept those open.
Yeah, no, there's just no good excuse for that. Like, I was so grateful I got COVID from my mom, and it was like, yes, not my fault. Not my fault. She got it from my sister, I think. I don't know. I don't care. It was just like, as long as I'm not the source.
Right?
If I give my mom stripper
Yeah.
COVID,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the worst son ever.
That's a story. And that could be that's a jumping point to your next screenplay. Like, that's kind of a little dark and
It's
funny.
dark. The camera zooms in.
Hopefully she
Next up,
she'd not die
Juicy.
Jeff's face are motorboating some titties.
at the strip club. Like, this is how it starts. Yeah, motorboat. That's how it starts. You're having fun at your local, because Florida has a lot of them, or at least I think it was Tampa. Tampa has a lot of them, right? Or there's like
Tampa's
that's like one of the
30 minutes
hot
away
points
from
of strip clubs.
I think I've got about 90 strip clubs within an hour drive
so
of my house. They're give or take.
Wow.
They're in a competition with Portland.
Yeah, I've only been to 80 or so of them, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have a stamp card. That's all. I mean,
Yeah, there's some. You just
Those
don't
other
wanna
10
go
were
into.
beneath you.
Not many, but some.
Yeah.
But no, after COVID, I swore that all off. Also, actually, I was last time I went to one was in New Orleans, and I got my credit card swiped. And no, actually,
did you wake up
one of
and
the
not
weird
remember?
times where I'm like, I'm gonna
Something
actually
like that?
not be super drunk when I go this time to the strip club. And
Well, I thought they were gonna make you super drunk.
oh my
'cause
god, that was the other
that
thing.
whole,
It was just a
J-Lo movie.
cavalcade of things.
That-
It was like, nope.
did you see
this
that
is
one?
Just bad.
Yeah.
That movie, getting my credit card scammed, COVID. It was like, this just
woke
doesn't seem
people up.
smart anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thousands
Exactly.
of dollars I've spent there over
100%.
the
I
past
get
years,
it.
that was fine.
Was that
no, it
really
was
me?
Unfortunately, I've got some
Oh, okay.
memories
All
and
right.
some stories that I've been told by my friends that I think it was me. If I had invested all of that
Yeah.
money into crypto, I'd be a multimillionaire.
Oh, you'd be good. Yeah, because probably back then
the first
Bitcoin
time I
was
went to a
low
strip
and-
club, I spent like $3,000
Yeah.
back in 2008. 2008. If I'd put that in Bitcoin,
Imagine that.
I'd be
Yeah,
Elon Musk
you
would
would've
be
been
my
rich.
slave.
You
right
threw that
now.
into
I'd just be
Bitcoin?
like, Elon,
Instead of going,
clean up. Yeah, that's
Mars.
right.
Or at least you'd be friends. You'd be at the same table with that shirt. You'd be at the same table. You'd have that shirt on. You guys would both get along.
We probably have already
he's probably
made
wearing
the
one of
moon
those
our
too
own
right now.
planet.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think
yeah.
so.
He's actually up there
I like
now.
to think so. That makes
He
me
just
feel
doesn't
good
tell
about
people.
the way
Yeah, I agree.
humans are developing. Yeah. Elon's up on the moon. We can all get
Things
there
are.
someday.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
One day
when
we'll-
I was on your
we'll be up
podcast,
there.
you briefly talked about possibly getting a sponsor on your show, one that shall not be named. I want to know if you made any progress on that or not.
Oh.
I have not.
Oh. Did
All
he?
right, so we're still not
Must
naming
have?
it. If you happen to see us, you know, I'm just going to cut that little snippet out of YouTube too.
Oh, you're fine either way. You know what the problem is? I've come to realize most of their marketing campaign is about, you know, taking water breaks and drinking responsibly. So I don't exactly fit their poster boy version.
You can't have. Yeah, you can't
my
party it
my
up.
stand-up joke where I'm like, I'll mix you guys in. It's about buying 3 1.75 liter bottles at a time, 3 times over an 8-day span. I don't think that fits their marketing strategy right now.
Well, you never know, man. You just got to shoot for the stars, right?
No.
Yeah. I mean, one of these days, I won't be able to drink as much, and
Yeah. Or the,
The
moon,
moon, yeah.
Mark.
Shoot for
You
Elon.
shoot for the
Callback,
moon.
God, good callback.
You shoot for Elon. He's up
only
there
you
waiting
invested
for
your
us.
stripper money in Bitcoin.
You actually have a pretty good
That could be
story
a
about Bitcoin that we had briefly talked about on your show. I don't know if it was like a friend of yours who had Bitcoin or something along those lines, and there's a wallet out there that's similar to my story where I can't get access to it either. Some
Oh.
people can't either.
Yeah, one who died and no one knows anything about it. I mean, I know it exists.
Oh, there's a mystery too? Hang on.
She had Bitcoin.
Hang on.
Oh,
There's
no,
a
no,
mystery
the
too?
death,
Like
the
no one
death is
knows
above board. No, they,
how he died? Tell me more.
but, like and I'm
The death
concerned
was-
about
alright,
this
that's on
myself.
board,
Even.
okay.
Not that I have enough to, you know, do anything of substantial amounts with.
We have
but
3
but-
private investigators that we
looks
can
like
send
a-
your way.
If,
I made
if
that up,
you- If
but
you die and
that'd
no
be
one
awesome
knows how
if
to
we
get in your
did.
crypto wallet, is it just poof?
Yeah,
It's just
it's gone.
Well,
yeah, it's
to-
thank
to
you. You're
relate to
sitting
that,
here
So me
holding.
and Scott recently got into helium mining, where it's like decentralizing the internet and stuff like that.
Oh,
Well, yeah. So
another
we found an
cryptocurrency
avenue
mine.
of getting a free miner from somebody, and we just basically host for them, and we split the profits with this person. And we had it for maybe a few weeks. And next thing you know, the guy passes away. Yeah.
And he was sending out like tons of them or something, or a couple of them out, and like he wanted to give us more of them too. Like, it
Yeah,
was
we
a
were
whole
basically
thing that was
starting a
gonna,
pyramid scheme. It was crazy.
like build with him, basically.
Yeah, he passed away. So
And-
now I have these
And
paperweights,
now
a
he
couple
is
of
passed,
them at
and
least,
it's like
in the house. I'm trying to like break into, but
just can't do anything
through the
with it.
connect that we got to him to get these, like I've been communicating with that connect, because it's always somebody connects you with somebody else, right? It's just a story of things like that. I've been talking to the guy that. Okay, sure.
No, one of the government doesn't like it. That's very seedy.
So I've been talking to the guy that's
Backdoor.
connected me with the guy that passed away, and he kind of knows the family a little bit. So he's been talking to the widow and trying to acquire the rest of this guy's miners, like all of them, so just buy it, things like that. And I'm telling, because all this, you know how crypto works. It's on a blockchain. You can see everything publicly, like it's all there. And I've been telling him, like, dude, this guy has 25 active right now. Who knows what he has in his
Oh, wow.
in his garage or wherever he's storing them, right? Well, how many of you you're gonna buy from the widow? And then I showed the guy, because you can see people's wallets. You can see how much is like actually there. And the fucker has 50 grand worth of helium crypto just sitting there. And like, from the conversation I'm having with the guy that connected us to him, he's telling me that the widow
keep going
basically has no idea, no clue, nothing about the app, nothing. Like, it's so crazy. It's very similar to your story, which is nuts, but it's just like, this is norm. Like, there's got to be so many dead wallets out there that it's just, I can't believe it. Like, when he told me that she had no idea, I was like, you need to fucking buy his phone. Like, we need to figure out. I don't know if we have to
buy his phone, but how would you even get it?
Yeah,
like, I guess you can get to his wallet.
I was like,
it
fuck
out.
it, dude. We'll dig his ass up, get a shovel,
face recognition,
fucking fingerprint, or whatever phone he's got. I don't know what phone he's got, but we'll fucking figure it out.
There's got to be an industry for dead wallets, right? I mean, there should be.
Oh my God! See right there, that's a moneymaker right there. All right, let's take this offline.
He's like, shut the fuck up, guys. Shut up.
These are brilliant ideas.
I'm an idiot when it comes to all the technology. This is what we're talking about before. But even Mark, when you were on my podcast, we were talking about the heat. I'm like, couldn't you use that heat to like heat stuff?
No, yeah, we're still trying to figure that out, man.
I'm missing so I sent mine. I had 2 in my garage, and now it's getting cold here in Tennessee, and I'm like, I'm missing them now, even though they're loud and they're hot. Because during the summer, like literally, because I have a 2-story house, my son's room, if I walked on the floor with no like shoes, you would feel the heat from coming up from the ground, heating my feet. I'm like, oh, this isn't good. But come wintertime, that would be pretty fantastic. And now I'm like even thinking in my head, like, man, I need to have miners here again, because at least for the winter, like just winter miners to heat up the house.
Did I show you the space heaters at Mine Bitcoin?
No.
Yeah.
You talking to me?
To everybody, Scott, but you're the one that needs heat.
More likely Scott than me.
Okay. No, I don't think I don't know.
So there's a company that's going to start shipping here actually next month.
It mines heat?
And they basically took apart an ASIC miner, put some of the pieces into a floor heater thing, or like a little space heater, and you can mine a couple bucks worth of Bitcoin while you're heating a room. The ROI is not that great.
Wow. See, there's so much avenue to crypto. Like, it's not even, I mean, once you kind of step into it and you kind of understand the avenues of so many different ways, it's like,
yeah,
there's so many different ways to make money.
I don't think we've caught up with the different avenues. Yeah, that's why it takes idiots like me who don't understand anything.
Yeah,
just be like, hey, there's hotness, fire.
No, you're not a bank. Bank? Where's the bank? No, I get it. Totally get it. Because that was us.
That's still kind of
8 months ago.
That.
9 months ago. That was us. It was like, I mean, we knew crypto. We wanted to do crypto.
Yeah, the show's this episode's not about us, Scott.
I get
Let's talk about Jeff.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, sorry, Jeff. Keep going.
We're just talking about how dumb I am, so we can change the focus on Scott, Mark, anyway.
No. You're
it's the funny thing.
You're awesome. So you're at the strip
club. Let's just gravitate back to that.
The most I ever spent at one time was $10,000.
Yeah, go back to where we were. Sorry.
What the fuck do you do for a living? You got all this money.
How much?
Like,
what do you like?
Well, obviously the screenplays are selling.
Well, he's in Florida, so there's like all those keys float up on the beach, right? Just make enough money that
your credit card limit keeps increasing.
He's flipping keys.
Bam!
He's flipping keys.
That out in the night.
Easily.
Oh, there you go.
He just pays it off little by little, and then he's all like, "Oh, dude, it's paid off again. Let's go." So where do they put the card reader? Is it just like in Family Guy? Is it the back?
Nope. You know what's sad is they.
Well, you know where it goes. Yeah, there you go, Mark. You know where it goes.
So you don't you do have to sign.
Because J-Lo takes it. She takes it.
Worst thing And I don't know how graphic you want me to get with this, but I'll say the worst amount I spent was I tend to be a depressive football fan. Backstory, so no, I'm not a gambler. I'm just a big
so you're a gambler.
I'm a big New Orleans Saints fan and a big USF Bulls, my alma mater. This was a USF Bulls. They were undefeated. They were ranked in the top 15 in the country. And this was a couple days before Halloween, and they lost. And I was drunk. And there's two things I do when I am needing comfort after a tough football loss: pizza or strip club. Now, since COVID, it's been solely pizza, so I've gained some weight and lost some STDs. But
nice.
But this was a couple days before, and I showed up very drunk. A couple days before Halloween, and in my mind, I had a threesome with Wonder Woman and Princess Jasmine for 3 hours. Yeah, it was an expensive story. But yeah, that cost about 5 figures, give or take.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
Whoa. Well, that's...
Yeah, if I'd put that in crypto back in 2013 or 14, whatever year it was. No, it had to be 14.
Oh, you were just
15.
about to hit the bull. Yeah, you're just about to hit the bull run.
No, you can't.
I would actually own
be
Mars
more mad
and
to
the
do that.
moon.
The 3,000 was good. Yeah,
it would
you would have
be the
planets
solar
going.
system brought to you by Jeff Macolino
put that then.
at that point, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'd be mining the
you would own
moons of Jupiter
things
right
in
now,
space.
laughing. Do you become evil when you
so true.
like? Are you evil before you become a billionaire, or do you become evil like after you're a billionaire?
I like it. No, it's got to be after, because you know why? You've done so many things in your life, and you've been with Wonder Woman and Jasmine several times a week, and then you're like, well, what am I going to do next? Let's just go burn one country.
I've got my eyes
the
on
ground.
the Titan.
That's how you're evil. Because all the money in the world is not going to fill you up.
Let's build a dick-shaped rocket.
You're just ready to rock.
Travel to space. Turn around.
Yeah,
throw
rocket.
a
Go to
bomb at
go up to space, and I throw out my smiley faces while I fall from the sky.
You know, the saddest thing is
the Amazon logos.
They really did not rip me off, and one of the strippers actually got my phone number and took a picture and sent it to me of me and them, and I'm like, well, in my mind, I'm just gonna pretend they look like Princess Jasmine and Wonder Woman.
Oh no!
Oh.
The great thing was she texted me because she wasn't trying to scam me for more money. She just wanted me to come back to the club. Like, you spend enough money, they don't try to, hey, give me $300 for an abortion. No, they're like, hey, just come back.
Nice.
You'll spend way more than that here.
So yeah. So next time, don't go on a Tuesday. You gotta go.
Let's not go during the lunch happy hour.
No B or C squads. You gotta go on the A squad. Yeah, you can't go in during lunch on a Tuesday because Jasmine had to shave before she danced.
They just weren't, Gal Gadot and I mean, Princess Jasmine at that point was just a cartoon. So
I get it.
I don't know what I was thinking there. Let's not dig too deep into that one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Clearly alcohol was involved. I love it.
There was a lot, and Wonder Woman continually was going to refill my drink. So I did drink at least a few $100 of alcohol during that tirade.
I mean, at a strip club, I think that that'd be like a few $100 would only be a couple drinks. I think it'd be a little bit more than that.
They're about, they're reasonable,
true.
like 10 a drink.
Oh, that's nightclub, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's been a while since I've been out. I don't know. It could be more than that.
Well, you
Last
gotta
time
look
I've
at
been
the Pinellas County strip clubs. They spice things up.
They do 3-for-1 drinks.
No, they do 3-for-1 dances.
I think I hit my minimum. What are we? Why are you giving me? Oh, this guy's done.
They knew the more they overloaded me.
He has
with
no
drinks,
money on his card.
They'd be like, just another hour. It's only another $2,200. Well, sure, in another hour I'll be good to go.
Wow. Man. I've never spent, like, I think the most I've ever spent.
No. Yeah,
which obviously nothing compares to that. And obviously I've never even been to the fancy rooms.
How frugal you are.
It shows my exactly. Thank you. I was trying to figure the word. Yeah, just a couple hundred. And I'm like, man, this is not. This isn't. I wasn't getting the fun out of it.
My issue with like
Jeff.
clubs here, like in the United States, when I say here, is they're not as giving, I guess you could say. At least in my experience, like there are some, I guess, here and there, but they get shut down very quickly from what I've seen. But if you go out of,
those are typically stings
of
that
the country, those clubs are a lot different.
Well, you've got to learn the lingo. And the worst thing, I went to a strip club, and I sat at the bar for an hour and a half before a single girl came up to me.
Yeah.
And she didn't speak English.
Ooh.
And I sat there for 30 minutes trying to figure out how to, because, you use certain things, like, what goes on back there? And then see what they say. You can figure out, what goes on in the champagne room exactly.
Yeah.
So after 30 minutes, I'm trying to think, I took 3 years of Spanish in high school and another year in college. I can figure this out. I'm like, the Boca, something. But I know Boca. I'm like, no. So I'm just like,
yeah.
Tu eres bonita, pero no esta noche. Which I think means you're beautiful, but not tonight. Because
yes,
that was
and again,
Tuesday,
stop
actually,
going on Tuesdays. Come on, you can't go on Tuesday lunch afternoons, man. Like that's like number. If anyone takes anything from this,
he wasn't even entertaining him.
Tuesday
she had the maid outfit on, and she was like cleaning the actual thing. She's like, no, Superman, no home.
Yes, it was actually the cleaning lady for the strip club.
Superman, no home.
I just called her beautiful just to be nice.
Yeah. That's even worse. They weren't even open yet. What were you doing there just hanging out when they were cleaning?
They left the door open.
Even worse.
I just thought I could come in.
I just think of Family Guy. No more lemon pledge. Trying to get more lemon pledge. No, you're beautiful,
but not today. Doesn't apply.
Yeah. Yeah. And that didn't work?
No wonder she made a pledge.
Not that night. Oh, say that next time. Next time you go, please say more lemon pledge and see.
You know what's gonna happen there.
Mas lemon
extra.
pledge? What?
That's $600.
Oh yeah, that's like a whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the rough part about trying to negotiate deals, because
trade deals. That's trade deals, because you're over
the
trade line.
I mean, like Mark said, though,
you're making deals happen.
They'll shut that down if there's. But look, what are you paying for if you're not paying for extracurriculars?
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's not worth thousands of dollars to just get your shorts rubbed against for X amount of time.
True. Which is why I have not had. I've only had that experience in my travels.
Well, and that's fine. That's fine. Like,
that was my experience, and then I was like, well, this isn't really worth it. And I didn't ask for lemon pledge, so
we've got to make that a thing.
That could be what happened. So I mean, everyone's journey's different. Yeah, every journey is different.
Funny because
so.
when I first went to our mining location, there is a club in the city. It's a very small city, and this club was opened when the city was founded, and has not changed venue type since it was founded.
Wow.
So me and our partner were making jokes about like the type of dancers that would be there, right? Or the type of employees that would be working there. And then me and Scott, we have to go there this coming week, and I was trying to talk him into, I wasn't really trying, I was joking with him, but I was like, dude, there's a club there, it's right almost across the street from the mine. He's like, I'm not going to that. And I'm like, come on, dude, it was there, it was built there. Yeah,
how funny. I remember you talking about that, so that's what that was?
They have to be
That's funny.
least 150 years old. It'd probably be the best experience of your life. No. Shut me down immediately.
Do you think they get passed down? Like, so like what, like the grandma was like the founder, like she's on the wall, and then like the daughter, right? And then
there's a
granddaughter,
hallway,
like,
and it's
that's
just
what happens. Like it gets passed down from each generation. It's a hallway. Oh, that's my grandma. That's my mom.
Her grandma
really?
invented the lemon pledge.
Where are we at?
Oh shit!
That's weird. Oh, this is a whole plaque of lemon pledge over her.
Mom was the genius
Wow.
that said that you had
I've
to
heard
pay
about
extra
that
for
somewhere. I don't know where, but I've heard of lemon pledge.
Hey, I just like the idea. You may need to cut this part out.
Magical.
I just like the idea of walking out there smelling like lemon pledge instead of tuna fish.
Oh yeah, well yeah, because you feel clean. You feel clean, right?
Smell
And
my
I
finger.
thought it was
Oh,
cool.
lemon pledge.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Oh,
cool.
I expected
Yeah.
much worse.
Oh, lemon pledge.
that was
Lucky.
Jasmine, wasn't it?
You have to pay extra. Lemon pledge.
All
That's
right,
why.
all right. I like how we went like a whole 30 minutes and nothing but strip clubs and strippers.
That's what you bring Florida Man on, man. This
That,
is what
yeah,
happens.
who would have saw that coming? You know why? Because Jeff in his classy shirt just took me to
I've
strip
worn
clubs.
this
I don't
shirt
know
to
why.
strip clubs. At
Well, not
least
me,
10
but Jeff
times.
talked about him. But yes. Okay, so what happened there? Like,
That's literally
Tell me-
almost 10%
tell me that experience. Was
of
there
the strip
smoke
clubs
coming in
this
and
area.
birds when you walked in?
He said he wore that shirt
What do you
10
mean?
times. That's literally 10%.
Oh, I know, but I'm just trying to paint the scene right now. Like you're walking in, I see smoke coming in, like behind you, and there's birds flying. It's got to be magical when you walk
No,
into that.
no. I think they're just like,
No.
this asshole's going to spend some money.
No. Oh, that, or there's
I've
three
been-
other guys
I've been
wearing
trying
them.
to
Like,
get
dude,
a crew
come on.
with tuxedo t-shirts. Just
This is
go
my
into
night.
places and just see what happens. See how they
Yeah.
react.
That literally should be your merch. Like on the back of it should just be your
like
show,
it.
your podcast, or like
It
on the
should. Or you know what? Like we were talking beforehand. I don't want to ruin it because that's going to be your thing. But the
Oh, no,
the
I
Canadian
love
thing
it.
too with it, just maybe just yeah,
That's
yeah,
tuxedo on
yeah,
tuxedo.
Just rock it. Yeah, yeah, like that's a tuxedo like sandwich of superness or something. I don't know, it's like a cape. It's like a tuxedo cape.
And what if I wore an
Think
actual
about it.
cape
You know what I mean?
outside of the jean jacket?
Oh,
I'm
that's a
basically
cape on a
Batman.
cape. Like that's. I mean, you're solving crimes. You're like,
Florida
yeah, like
tuxedo man.
nothing can stop you.
They'll give me the lemon pledge for free.
Yeah. And we'll see you in the news here shortly. We'll see. You should.
Yeah, oh,
And we'll
yeah.
see you in the news probably in the next couple weeks, for sure.
Florida vigilante,
They're gonna
man.
be, cops are looking for that.
That's
He wrestled an alligator, and then I don't know.
alligators are real though.
Good times. They
It's-
are real. I've seen them.
It's fun when Floridians
Once.
see an alligator compared to when non-Floridians see an alligator in Florida. We're just like, you can look, but just stay
Explain.
away. Just Don't feed it. Don't feed it.
Yeah,
Don't feed it anything.
That's
please,
for us.
Then
that's for us. So do you? So is it the visitors that do it? They try like, let's give it.
Video of someone.
I don't know, give us some more leftovers. Right? They give those chicken nuggets.
Actually, we had a.
Let's give us some chicken
where
nuggets.
I used to work. There was a lake or a pond. I don't know the difference, but there was a body of water in the back by the parking lot, and there were alligators that came
Bodies
out
of water everywhere
on occasion. Just
yeah.
They kept to themselves, and we had food trucks come, and one of the food trucks decided to feed their leftovers to the alligators. And then the gators got a little too friendly with people, which is not good. So animal control had to come out and kill the alligators and take them away. It was like, oh, you assholes. You just didn't need to feed them. Just leave them alone.
No.
They're prehistoric creatures, for crying out loud.
They're related to Godzilla in some way. Come on.
Yeah.
In some way.
That is sad.
Yeah.
Tyrannosaurus Rex, Godzilla, alligators.
It is
closest
some way.
thing we've got.
They're descendants for sure. Exactly.
I'm going to take them
how it
to
goes. That's
the
how
moon.
The chain goes.
Me, Elon, and a bunch of gators.
Yeah, I mean,
laser-guided
obviously.
alligators.
That's cool.
What could go wrong? Yeah, instead of shark. No, you
Instead
don't want
of
to be like
sharks?
Dr.
Is that
Evil.
what you mean?
I mean, then you're just imitating.
Yeah. Okay, what do you think is better, a shark or an alligator with laser
You can
pointer?
do both water and land.
Yeah,
Hey,
agreed.
alligators are more vicious,
Yep, I
stupid
agree.
creatures.
I didn't let Jeff.
Sharks are smarter.
But you think sharks
that
are better?
doesn't mean they'd be a better attack dog.
Oh,
Like sharks generally know not to attack humans because humans are bigger than what they want to go after. Alligators will just attack because they're hungry. They're dumb. Yeah.
because they're stupid.
They're the perfect goon.
That's why the University of Florida mascot is the Gators, because they're all stupid.
Oh.
By the way, I'm gonna take that clip and send it to hundreds of my friends.
Sorry, that's one of our sponsors. Sorry, Florida State.
Yeah.
That's one of our sponsors. Sorry, State of Florida Gators. All right, we're gonna start wrapping up with some questions with you, sir.
Oh,
Can you impersonate anyone famous?
No, not well. I joined a comedy sketch group, and recently they've had me try to imitate Jackie Gleason in The Honeymooners, and Dracula, and John Lennon.
To the moon. With wow, these are horrible.
I think I get closest.
I mean, not
to Jackie
I mean, I don't know. Maybe you
Gleason,
could pull
'cause he
those
just
off, but
screamed a lot. In
those aren't really
New Yorkish, a soft New Yorkish accent. So, but no, that.
Boom to the moon with you.
Well,
Alice?
it was like
that kind of thing.
Technically, it wasn't Jackie
wrong one.
Gleason for copyright or whatever. But yes, I played Jackie Gleason's character. It was a lot of fun to do. But no, I'm terrible at impersonations. I've got such a good voice. I don't know if my microphone's carrying that well enough, but I've got a good voice. I don't like to change.
No, that sounds good. You sound good. I'll take you to the lemon pledge room for sure.
It's gonna cost you extra, so I mean,
you, sir.
Thank you both.
Yeah, it's gonna. Well, I mean, who has to pay? If we both go to the lemon pledge room, who has to pay? Half
Yeah.
Just put it on the corporate card.
Mark has to
dude.
pay.
You're fine.
Mark pays. He has to watch. Put it on the corporate card. Nice. Okay, have you ever had? Oh, listen, you must have this one. This is gonna be great. Have you ever had a weird experience in an Uber?
I am fastidious.
This must
about
be like
taking
at least
Ubers if I have like even one drink. I don't drive anywhere, so I Uber hundreds of times. I've probably Ubered thousands of times. I've got a very high rating. The worst thing I ever experienced in an Uber was the driver. I can't really show you because physically I'm too fat to do this, but he crossed his legs
sexy. I like
while
the
he
shirt.
drove, and actually his right leg was crossed over his
that's
left
weird.
leg. So he was doing the gas and the brake with the left leg while his right leg was... So his right leg was crossed over the left leg. I was just like, yeah,
That
I'm probably
is
gonna
weird.
die in this Uber.
Which
Maybe weirder than that are the Uber drivers who
Wow.
offer you drugs. I've also had more than a few of those who were like, "Hey, you want to
Yeah.
smoke?" I'm like, "Sure, I'll take
their
a
side
puff."
hustle.
But you're the one.
That's their
Why
side
would
hustle.
You take a puff. You're driving. And the worst is the guy who offered me a key bump
Oh, there we
Wow.
go.
while he's driving.
He
I'm
gets
like,
it. He gets
Can you
double
focus
tip.
on the
That's a
road?
good-
I'll
yeah,
worry
that's
about the key.
He's like, why don't you have like a one shooter, dude? Like, what's going on here? Why are you doing it on?
It was
Like, be prepared as a driver, at least. Know your occupation.
Well, that's not. Well, first off,
Right?
he's driving the Uber. That's not his Uber. It's not his car.
Which
So,
I have
so he
had
has
that
keys to
on
his
my
other car,
DoorDash,
and he's just
where
in that
it's
thing.
supposed to be somebody, and it's somebody completely different. And like, what the? You're not the person that
somebody
delivers the
totally
thing.
different.
There's something.
They're subleasing their Uber runs. You know what I mean? Like in New York, you know how they sublease their places.
Yeah.
They're literally doing that.
Well, I
for
get a lot of
their
Uber
Uber
Eats
runs.
too. There's a
That's
lot
hilarious.
of female drivers, and there are men who deliver the food. It's like,
Wow. You know why? Because the lady
Of
is the
course.
car
he's
owner.
mooching off
He doesn't
girlfriend.
own a car.
Everything's in her name.
That person doesn't own a vehicle. He's using
Oh, but look,
Brenda's
at least
car.
when you get a bump of cocaine
Brenda is
on
the
a
car
key,
owner.
the drivers, you're like, well, at least you're alert. And look,
Oh yeah, and then you get your Domino's.
I'm getting like a $3 freebie out of
You get
this.
your Domino's, your bump, and you're
That's
good.
not cheap.
Yeah.
No, not in today's market, at least, right?
Makes sense.
Right.
Everything's gone up.
Wow.
God damn.
I should have just
Inflation.
put it
Everything's
in a little
going up.
bag and be like, ah, putting this into Bitcoin.
You can't look into the past. You're gonna get
I'm
so
also being
mad. All
told
that
you
money
can't
you spent
invest
on your
cocaine
lemon pledges.
into Bitcoin.
All right.
Actually.
You
Yeah.
probably could, but you'd have to sell it
Indirectly.
first.
Indirectly.
Wait, the lemon.
there
pledge
could be a
girls
way.
could
There's
probably
time.
figure out a way to do that.
Oh, yeah, easily.
indirectly. Of course they can. They can do anything. They clean. They're all over the board. All right. Would you ever consider writing someone in jail as a
I
pen
feel
pal?
like he's already done
This
it.
goes hand in hand with your. Oh yeah, he has. I'm just waiting to find out what her name is.
I mean,
How many lemon pledges?
she has to swear to
she
3
worked in
lemon
her
pledges
days.
for every letter I send.
It's got to be.
Um,
Oh yeah, yeah. And then once you get her out, you're gonna pick her up, and she's gonna have so many bottles of lemon pledge from the commissary.
I would absolutely
the
do
best
that.
night
I'm
ever.
just I would need someone to be like, hey, write a letter and we'll send it for you. Like I'm late. Like I'd write a letter, like and if I can just email someone
Oh,
and they'll
so
take care of
you'd be-
the delivery and all that. Sure. Oh no, they
You'd
can
be
write back.
scared.
I'm just too lazy
You don't
to
want
like
to write back and
get
be like
stamps.
to do it.
I haven't owned a stamp in like
Stamps.
5 years.
Okay, so this is the problem. So you've not done it. The weird thing is I bought stamps for the first time in a long time too since moving here because Arizona's where like a lot of my family's at. So
No, well,
like, I know it
my parents
because
live here,
stamps is
so
weird.
if I need to mail something,
It's weird.
old people buy stamps. I just drive it there and be like, hey,
Yeah, you
mail
go-
this
you
for
go
me.
there.
I don't have stamps.
Oh, you take theirs.
That's true.
There you go. Have them be your pen
if any
pals.
prisoners are listening to this, just
Have them mail it out.
get a message
Yeah,
to
no,
me.
we-
I'll write you letters constantly.
Of course.
We
have a
stream right
free-
to Rikers, dude. So you're golden.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll enjoy
Rikers.
my lemon pledge stories and all that.
Yeah.
Put us on the speakers and shit at Rikers.
Oh
It's
yeah, of
crazy.
course. A lot of them are in there for it.
That's going to be my new audience, man. Boom. $1 million idea.
Oh, that's a lemon
That
pledge
should be
guy.
a thing. Why is that not a thing?
A Rikers Island comedian.
It should be a thing.
You'd be
Yeah.
the Johnny Cash of fucking comedy.
I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
Well,
be
Jeff-
the belle of the ball if I wore this.
Somebody's bitch for
Oh
sure.
yeah, of course.
But I don't smell like Lemon Pledge.
Yet. Yeah, it costs extra.
Oh, that costs extra.
Well, Jeff, we
extra.
really appreciate that you came on the show and, you got to get to know you a little bit more, and our audience got to get to know you. If you could tell us where we can find you, and that's it.
Yeah, main thing I'd say is listen to the Jeff Macolino Podcast. It's very creatively named because that was the only name I could give it that I wouldn't forget. Or jeffmacolino.com. I just launched my website kind of recently. And social media, mainly Twitter at Saint JMac. And Instagram, I think it's the same thing. So let's go with that. I don't like Instagram because I don't like looking at myself or taking pictures. So yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, either way.
Not you,
It
I mean,
works.
for myself. I get it.
Or the Jeff Macolino Podcast has a Facebook page as well. So follow me on any of those things. Give my podcast a listen. There's an episode with this guy named Mark Anderson who,
Oh, shit.
I don't, he's kind of a nobody, but
Who knows who he is?
it was a fun conversation.
I don't know. He is.
I
He's
appreciate
a
that.
poor man, a poor
He's a
man's
good
Tom
guy.
Segura, if I recall.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that was an actual saying.
Yes, that is Mark.
All right, Amigos
That is
out.
Mark in a nutshell.
This has been the Amigos PC. Make sure to like, subscribe, and review us on all your podcasting platforms. And visit us at AmigosPC.net. Get our entire library of content and Amigos merch. Till next time, adios.